Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We'll be continuing our discussion on the data discovery part of the process. Um, and now we'll be looking at how we can start building some visualizations and get deeper into the data. We will start with the historical data query that we loaded last time. Uh, and my hypothesis is we'll use the date column and the value column, which is something that we can aggregate upon. So let's see what how we can build a visualization. The simplest way is to click on this and this date and the value column under the data pane, and by default it will load up a simple table, which is great, but that's not what we want. So you can click on the new visual, open up the visualization pane here, and you can see what has happened. By default, the date has been broken down into year, quarter, month, which is the hierarchy, but we want it as a continuous date time. So you can click on the drop down and just click on that. And the value, we'll talk about it in a moment. So what I want to do is visualize this data in the form of a time series, because this is a time series data set. Easiest thing to do is to look it as a line chart. So let's see what it does. Okay, this is not how I want. What has happened is the value has been put into legend by default. Okay, so I'll drag that into y-axis. Okay, not what I want. So what has happened? So let's, these things will happen. You need to understand why this is happening. Okay, so what I can see is it's saying count of the column value. I want this to be an average or a sum, but why a count? Um, so if I look at, by clicking on the value, it will open up everything for the column. There you go. So the format Power BI has decided is text by default, which is not correct. So last time we discussed how to change formats in Power Query. This time what we'll do is also see how we can change this within the setup here in Power BI desktop. So you see data type here, click on that and click on whole number. Yes, let's do it. So it'll change the default data type, and then instead of count, what you can do is say average. That's something how I would expect, because in our data we have temperature and pollutant values. So there is a cyclical nature of how these will vary according to the seasonality. Uh, okay, so we learned how to build a very basic chart here. Next, in the next video, we'll make some modifications and also understand how to build filters and see different aggregations and slice the chart by different parameters. Thanks, guys.